What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FM20 Journeyman video. Today we've got 3 matches, we've already done a bunch off camera, it's a killer episode with a lot going on. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So I don't want to sit around and chat for too long, got a lot that needs to be done. We've got the key lucky football manager hoodie on today because it's a matter of life or death. But you might see up here we're second in the league. Obviously, at the start of the season, we were predicted to finish 4th, so anything above that is good. I don't think we're going to get first. So what I'm going to do, I'll tell you now, we've got a triple header today. We're playing against top of the league, Vejla, who we played, I think, in the last episode, plus 2 other matches before we head into the winter break. I think I've played 7 off camera. It's been topsy-turvy. So you lot saw us at this game. We then went on to lose 1-0. Then we won 3-1, 3-0, 3-3. So we scored 9 goals in 3 games after not scoring at all. Then sorry, I'm chucking my cup around. Then won 5-1, which was amazing. And then we lost 1-0 to Nestved, who are 11th and really not very good. And then 4-1 and 3-0. Now, you'll see here we are really sharing the goals around. One of the most important things for me would be the enter of form for Ahmed Dagim. If you see here, goal, assist, 2 goals. He's started playing well. We found a bit more of a comfortable setup for our team. We've ditched the pressing forward and we're playing Holvad as an advanced forward and it's working well. Worryingly, just 2 days ago, Bernard Atua has been injured for 3 to 5 months, which is not good at all, given he has proved to be our best centre-back so far. But if you look here, we are nicely sharing the goals around. There's also a couple on the bench as well, but Holvad is our top scorer. But if you look around here, everyone is getting goals and assists. So we were worried about our striking situation, and it's not so much of an issue. We can't defend now, but yes. So in terms of general changes, we have settled like this. Kirk plays as a Metzala, so he kind of fades in and out of Dagim, who comes inside. He's been doing really well at that. Ritter makes sure he gets on the overlap. Holvad's just sitting higher up, and there's a gap in the middle, but where he comes in and he's moving up and he's moving up, it doesn't really present too much of an issue. But the players are getting used to their positions, getting used to the system. I'd made a change. I don't know if it'll let me go back far enough. No, you can't look back into previous months. We were in a really bad run of form, and I basically just changed the whole week to just be attacking. With like community outreach and other things of an evening to just go like completely mad on our training, and I think it helped. I don't know if it was just a coincidence or not, but we're going into the game now. So let me show you the table. Velja, they have played an extra game than us, but even if we were to win that game, they would still be 10 points clear. So a win today is not really. Look, we're never going to get to that heady heights. They've been very good. They don't really drop points, and when they do, it's a draw. They've lost 1 in the league all season. Obviously, I play them twice, so I play them now and then again later on in the season. So if we win our game in hand before Christmas and win this one, look, it goes down to 7 points, which is still it's going to be hard to overcome. So we're going to go into this game now. We're going to have to replace our centre back. I guess we're just going to have to bring in Nikolai Geertsen, who's really not match fit. And Kirk's going to have to be replaced, I guess, by Robbie Burton, who's relatively tired. But I started to get the guys to play for the reserves, and it was kind of too little too late. So we're in a situation where the team is probably not at its best as we go into this match, which is disappointing, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you just got to deal with it, haven't you? So we'll jump into the game. Geertsen and Burton are not the fittest, but we'll be all right. Now I've got Brenner up top, who's slowed down his goal-scoring form as of late. Obviously, we remember he was on an insane amount of goals earlier on in the season. He's only on 11 now. I think he was on 9 after 7. He is still the top scorer in the league, and they do have someone who's also scored 6, so and another that's got 5. So they've got a lot of high-scoring players. They're scoring a lot of goals. They're a good team. It's as simple as that, really. But it's far from a sellout. As you can see, the crowd is barely even there. We're playing in red. The other team are playing in black, and they've just headed it over the bar. I'm going to play attacking. I'm going to play how we have done for the last 7 or 8 games. in hope that we can keep it up. I want to get a few... Oh, I also did like some team meetings and stuff, which really helped getting the morale up. And Holvad has given us the lead. We've as soon as we've got into a bit of run of form, everyone's morale has gone up, and we're like playing way better. As soon as we got into a rhythm, it's been good. Now this is great though. This has played it over the top, and their header has missed it, allowing Holvad to just run through rather than trying to win it off the player. He's used some smarts there to anticipate that he would miss it, and we're in a good situation. So 1-0 after 10 minutes. Not bad. This is an absolute must-win, though, this game, for everything. For this, for second place, for first place, whatever. I mean, they've just done the same to us. Brenner's put it wide, though. But yeah, in every way, this game is a must-win. So hopefully we can hold on. So throwing now, though, to them in their half. And I see there's a guy kind of in tons of space, and that's who it is. They play the ball to him. And yeah, the defenders completely left him, and Lucas Jensen has kind of ghosted in, made it 1-1. Not ideal. We are the only team playing at the minute, but it's 6-5 on shots. I don't know why I said it like that was the score. Possession's very similar. But I think, yeah, we are struggling with our defence. But that's kind of been the story of the season, and then to lose our best centre-back is not ideal whatsoever. Ritter's been good, but other than that, it's not ideal elsewhere. Good shot there. A lot of highlights seem to be starting with a throw-in in their half. And then they just play that ball and it tends to work. Ritter on it now though. Hopefully we can play our way out of danger here. Burton's looking tired already, which is not great. We've got a relatively unfit spine, missing 2 key players. It's really frustrating that for this game we'd lose those 2. And Itua being out for 5 months is not great. But Holvad had a chance there. A really good chance. I wonder if that was a clear cut. But a really good chance there to take the lead. We keep playing it short from the goal kicks. And it does make me nervous. But we are actually bringing the ball out here. And we play it really short and then we just play a long ball over the top. I don't really understand the thinking behind it. But 2 players are trying to close him down and we're massively out of position. And then again, that right back there, if he'd stayed on his man instead of coming in, they're going to score from it now as well. It's the second time the right back has been caught out. I think that hit both the crossbar and the post then. But that's a right back that's on full back defend. And he keeps coming in and pushing up to try and win the ball back. Not great. Oh, and Egger's been caught out in the middle. Jakobsen, I think he scored in our first game. It ended up being a lot closer than it should have been. They can do better. Come on, boys. They love a Brazilian, these guys, don't they? Brenner, Vitinho. And Augustin, the best player in our team, picked up an injury. And that means Muller comes on. And he is... not good enough, if I'm being honest with you. Moller comes on. Augustin, who we go down 2-1 to a Brenner goal, of course. Augustin has been our best player this season, so if he's out for a prolonged period of time, that's not ideal. It just seems to be whenever I turn this flipping camera on, everything goes downhill. They've got a chance here. They could cross this and make it 3. It's cleared, but only as far as Molgaard, who then puts it into one of our players. There's a chance here, Moller on the counter-attack. I'm not sure if he's going to do anything with this, but he's held the ball up for a long time. Recycles possession through the middle. Carlson, play it one more time. I reckon if we can slide this in, said Burton went for a shot. Not ideal. And another chance for them now. Mukkali, their Mukkali. There's 2 Mukkalis in these 2 squads. That shouldn't have been a highlight. Goal kick from them now. They play it long, but it only goes as far as Ritter, who plays it over the top to Holvad. Oh, who puts it just past the post. Our players are really struggling with one-on-ones today, and it is... driving me crazy. We're going to go for it here. We are going to go for it. We're taking off our defensive mid for a striker with 20 minutes to go. Why not? Why not, eh? I'm going to tell the team to push forward. I'd rather get a draw. If we lose this, season's done because they go 16 points clear. And I think we might just be losing it. Time is ticking down. It looks like we're at the final few minutes. This is the 90th minute. There's a chance for a goal here. Carlson puts it in the bottom corner. Look, a draw's okay. It's an equaliser. But it does still mean that we are a long way off this other team. You know, it's better than it was, but we are still 13 points off them. So, not ideal. Really not ideal, that. I guess it will help for morale. I will say they were unlucky because we did have some good chances, but ultimately, Gertsen, who came in, got a 6.3, which is absolutely horrendous. Moller got subbed on, got a 6.4. Robbie Burton 6.8. You know, the players that were coming in for the first time struggled, and that was clear. And Augustin's out for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Well, the good thing about all these injuries is that this is what the schedule looks like. We have 2 games, one against 7th and one against 9th, and then the best part of 4 months off. So hopefully players will return by this point for the second half of the season. But still not ideal, is it? To lose him for the next couple matches at the very least is still frustrating. Right, we've now got our game against Viborg FF. Now, we beat them earlier on in the season. I can't remember what the score was. Let's find out. Viborg FF. We beat them 1-0 away from home with a Christian Kirkgaard late winner. Now, we are in a world of trouble again. Everything is compounding. Augustin obviously is out for a few weeks. So in comes, I guess, Rasmus Muller, which is just not ideal. Then we need to replace Ritter at left back with, I guess, Matthias Johannesson, who will be a defensive fullback. On the right, we then need to bring in Jacob Buss, who will be playing wing back. So we'll swap the overlap onto this side. Johannesson's exhausted, so actually maybe we can't even play him. We're going to have to. Geertsen has failed his fitness test, and there's no other option. So basically, guys, we're in a horrendous situation. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. We've basically 3 of our back 4 have just been hit, and our right winger, and where's our preferred centre mid? Kirk, he can come back in at the very least. I don't have any choices at left back other than Johannesson, so he literally is just going to have to play. I'm going to bring in Tobias Monkholm to play centre back because at least he's better than a exhausted Geertsen, but this is not good, lads. I'm not even going to read out the lineup because I'm not happy with it. I'm concerned. There's a lot of concern in my body. Now, I didn't want to... Hang on, let's not continue. Now, if we look at our team here, we've got a back 4 that 3 of the 4 have only made 1 start for us this season, and chances are that was in a cup game. Our midfield is our full strength 3, which is fine. Holvad and Dagim are good. Moller has saved us in a few games, but he's no Augustin. So we go into this game in a genuine world of trouble. The only relief is that their right mid is a bit tired. One of their centre-backs is a bit tired. So they're not in an ideal situation. But we could really do with not conceding this corner right off the bat. And Malta, I'm not sure which one Malta is supposed to be. I genuinely don't know. Is that number 13? I need to work out who number 13 is. So Malta is Matthias Johannesson. There's absolutely nothing to tell you why his name would be Malta. Maybe it's Maita. I'm not sure. Anyway, he just saved us there. But he looks already completely dead on his feet. So I think we're going to struggle on that side of the pitch. And it's a concern. It is a real concern. Chance here from a corner as Carlson whips it in. Gets headed away. But Moller loves a screamer. I'm buzzing. He's done a cartwheel to celebrate. I'm glad he's in for Augustin. And look, it's a silly attempt, but he scored it. So, at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain. He took it on his left, absolutely banged it top bins. Love that from Moller. Fair play to the lad. He's right-footed. He's done that on his weak foot. Finishing's not even that high, but lovely stuff. They've now played it over the top to Aga. The goalie definitely should have come to collect that, but it was disallowed for offside. That was a questionable one. It's frustrated me a little bit, but it is what it is. It's how close it... Oh, he was miles off. That's fine. Another highlight here is the goalie kicks it long. Our left back, can he win a header? He can, but straight to the opposition. They've played it over the top there. This time the goalie does come to collect, which is nice. This concerns me. A very slow rollout from the back. Moller has a chance to bring the ball forward. It's played over the top to him from Buss. Can he put in a nice cross? He cannot, but it finds Carlson. Kirk. The ball's pinballing around. I don't know if this is the end of the highlight or not. It's fallen to Dagim. There's a lot of wasted opportunities here, but we're passing it around nicely with our midfield 3. Moller. The right back's made an overlap here. Could have been used, but it's fallen to Dagim. Holvad. 2-0. 2-0. That is big. Look, I think this season the focus is going to just switch to getting youth players sorted, because I'd be surprised if we can overcome this deficit. and it's just getting further and further away. We're obviously going to keep up the pace for as long as possible, see what we can do in January. But this season, I think it's all about consolidating, getting our team as prepared as possible for next season. I think we're too far off the pace already due to that shaky September, October. But if we can keep some consistency, get the team firing for a little bit longer, work on some young players like Rasmus Moller, I mean, we've got a young side. There is another concern, which I haven't actually demonstrated yet to you guys. Augustin's contract runs out next summer. He doesn't want to negotiate a new one just yet. So we may lose our best player on a free. Time here now to give some of the younger players a chance. I'm going to allow Muckley a bit of time in his preferred role. More so that I can develop him and then sell him on, because he's never going to start for us in that position. So there's no point shoehorning him in. I might try and train him elsewhere. I'm not sure. But we'll take it. At least we're winning for now. 2-0, we should be able to hold on to it. They've played it all the way back to Balcombe, who plays it long, but it's won by Bus. Muckley misses out there. There's a chance they've played it straight over the top. Again, our defence gets caught out. The goalie does well to stop the opportunity. But, you know, that was harder than it needed to be. Absolutely harder. We don't really have anyone freshen this up. This guy is going to die, I think. And we don't have any options. I'm going to give Kirkgaard some time and Stephen Enner. And we're going to move Muckley onto that side, and we're going to put Stephen Enner up top with Holford. I quite like them as a pairing, this two. They're okay. They're okay. They're not too bad. Anyway, so that's 3 attacking changes. We're just kind of running out down the clock now. There's a chance here from a throw. Carlson, Bus, whips into Holvad. That must have been offside for Bus, because it definitely wasn't for Holvad. This one matters less than the previous one. Chance here though, Muckley is running down the wing, using his pace, stretching his legs. We've got 2 strikers in the middle, and that was a highlight apparently. I'd be happy with 7 points from this episode, so if we can win the next game, that'll be fine. Given the struggles that we've had in our team here, with players going missing, suspensions, and we've made this one 3. Stephen Enner getting a goal to finish it off, which is nice. We can score some goals now, which is something that was missed in this team. But yeah, no. So you know, with so many key players out, missing our best centre back, missing our best player, full stop, as well as a right back, a left back, a lot of players out. If we can get 7 points from this episode, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, 9 would have been great, because that's then, you know, a 5-point swing on top of the table, 4-point swing. So that could have made this quite different. No, I'm still getting it wrong. 3-point swing. I'd have been on 36, which would have made it 7 points, which is obviously more manageable than 10. If it was a 7-point gap and we play them once more, then there would have been a chance. But apparently we're bargain hunting. I don't know. Apparently so. We haven't tried for Eduardo in a while. So his playing time is now down to impact sub. That's changed quite dramatically since I last spoke to him. His interested wage is a lot lower. The only problem is I wouldn't even be able to get him on those figures. I've just got this guy on an amateur £0 contract. I bought him in on trial, who is a centre-back, but he's got potential to be capable. It's probably just a case of depth, and he's got some room to improve style-wise, but he's on a £0 contract, amateur contract, so nothing to lose by having him in. So, we are getting there to having our strongest side. We are up against Fremad Amager, the side that we mentioned earlier on in the season. They were the ones that beat both us and top of the table Vejla. We are going into this one with almost a full-strength side. Nybo in goal, a almost strong back four. Monkholm is in place of both Gitson and Itua. I fancied this guy. He had an alright game in the last one, so I think he deserves his place. He did better than Gitson did, and why not try our own youngsters? Nissen is in, Ritter on the left, Carlson, Egger and Nicholas Kirk are strongest midfield 3. Dagim and Holvad on the left and up front, and then Rasmus Moller keeps his place on the right of the attacking midfield. There's a few kind of alternatives, but really, without Augustin, I think I would rather, I don't know what I've just clicked on there. I would rather Moller keep getting some game time, and hopefully he can improve, because he's got some okay potential. He's training really well. his progress is very up and down. So hopefully, hopefully he can kick on. But let's get into the game and let's see what happens. Playing against the side using a 4-2-3-1. A lot of happiness in our squad. Morale is high. It is very high, which is what we love to see. We've got some good fitness. Everyone's in a good state right now. Unless, of course, they score immediately. We've had a bit of a problem with bookings as well. So maybe that'll be something I'll have to change discipline-wise in the new year. Or maybe we'll be happy with that as long as we're getting wins. I'm not sure. But, quite a few players seem to be missing games through suspension. Egger's already booked in this one. I'm not sure. It's something I'm going to keep an eye on at the very least. But as always, we'll play it out from the back. I wonder if we're then going to ping it over the top. That seems to be the way, yeah. We get the ball to kind of the halfway line and then play a huge ball over the top to one of our attackers, which I don't have a problem with because it is leading to a lot of chances. And I'm not set on them slowly passing the ball up the pitch. So I want us to be attacking. I want us to create lots of chances. And at the minute, they're sticking. So that's fine by me. They've got a corner now, though. There's a chance for them to take the lead. Or we could potentially get on the counter. We've got a lot of players surging forward. It's about a 5v4 here. Dagim doesn't make any use of it. But Egger misplaces his cross. And now we're being countered back. Bay to Blumel. I'm a bit concerned here. Zubanovic puts it wide. That's fine. No worries. I asked the players to concentrate and they were all overwhelmed by the feedback. That's good, isn't it? Albeck's putting a cross, though. I thought that was going to the head of Dagim. We could do with a win. Moller's got to be offside. He's at the post anyway, but yeah, it was offside. Miles off. Miles. No, not even worth worrying about that one. Time is ticking down of this first half, but there is a still time for a highlight. Dagim on the ball. Comes inside to Carlson. We've got a few players forward here, and Ritter, we know he can cross it. Gets it to Moller, who just had to put his foot through that, get his laces on it and absolutely bang it, but he's unable to do so. I think I just saw there at the top of the league with 3-0 up. They were Jacobson, hat-trick. Albeck is now injured. It's not a huge problem because we have a like-for-like replacement on the bench with Boos. But he is a little bit tired as Boos, so he'll be coming on already with a slight issue. They've had to replace Blumel at the start of this half, which is good for us, I guess, if they're also having players out injured. But we're pushing forward now. Dagim on the ball. I see Holvad's in the middle, and he's got the ball. Somehow that's found its way into the bottom corner. The goalkeeper has parried it into the corner of the net, and he's fist pumping, absolutely buzzing with that one. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Goals. Hopefully we can hold on to a lead now. Their centre-back is on a 6.0. A few of our players are doing okay. Ritter's having a great game, which is nice. We definitely missed him in the last match. I think time for a change. I'm gonna move Holvad onto the wing and put Steven Enner up front. This might not work. There's 20 minutes left, but I felt like we needed to make a change, and Moller wasn't having the best game. So Enner up top on his own. He's a great finisher. He's got a good first touch. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite us. It looks like we've got another chance here, though. Lots of players forward. We are very highly committed. I'm going to push back to positive in hope that this is something. But that was apparently a shot. It was pretty terrible. Chance here now, though. We have the ball. We're passing it around our defence once again. We're very, very, very confident and comfortable playing it out from the back. Dagim now runs at his man. He absolutely skins him. Plays it to Kirk, who somehow misses. That means right now, at this moment, we've had 27 shots to their 4. 5 half chances, 1 woodwork. We are very comfortable. We are very, very comfortable against this side. But that would be just our luck to bottle it right at the end. Let's make one more change just to see it out. Let's bring on Mukali for Dagim on the left. I'm not sure if I am training Mukali to be a left-sided inside forward, but I think I need to get him on that training. So we scraped by a 1-0, 30 shots. You could say maybe I should take shoot on sight off, but we are ultimately in a really rich vein of form, so maybe it's wise that we don't. But that, guys, is going to be the end of this episode, and also the end for a little while, because I've now got to go until the 8th of March. So we've got most of December, pretty much all of December, all of Jan, Feb, and then another seven days or so. So we've got almost 100 in-game days to get through. What will happen in the next episode is I will talk you through any transfer business that happened in January. Plus, we will, of course, kind of review the status of the club. I'm sure things will happen, and maybe we'll definitely play this game. Maybe we'll play 2. We'll have a double header. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if it's your first time watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.